Hey, how are you? Happy New Year! Our first video of 2022. So excited to be live with you guys today. Say hello as you're hopping on. We're going to give everybody a minute or so to get in. Yay, 2022. How was your new year? Tell me how it was. What did you do to celebrate the beginning of the new year? My husband worked for New Year's, so it wasn't too grand, right? Just hung out, had a little family time when he got off. Yay! Awesome. So glad you guys are hopping on. As you do, again, please tell me hello in the comments. I am streaming as usual via StreamYard, which means you have to give StreamYard permission for me to see your name. If not, it just comes up Facebook user or YouTube user because I'm streaming in my YouTube channel as well. And I don't know who you are. And I'd really like to connect with you guys. So if you will just give them permission, or at least when you say hello, put your name after it. If you want to do that, that's fine too. I'm good with that. So as you're hopping on, say hello. If you're catching this as a replay, please hashtag replay as well so I can connect with you afterwards. And as we go along through today's training, if you have any questions, just go ahead and pop them in the comments and I'll be glad to answer those either during or after the live. So just, type out your whole comment there or your whole question and I will get back with you as well. All right. So today's training is all about how you track your expenses as a solopreneur. Okay. And we're starting off the new year, and I want you to start off on the right foot. It's very, very important that we have a fresh start for 2022, and let's start it right with your business finances. All right. So before I jump in, for those of you who don't know who I am, if you're new here, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. Happy New Year to you as well. My name is Stephanie Manley, and I am a proactive bookkeeper and profit strategist. What that means to you is I'm here to help you, give you financial clarity around your business finances, and help you really to grow your business and scale it to new levels. And it all comes from knowing your numbers. All right, let's dive in today. How to track your expenses as a solopreneur. And part of the training today is I'm actually going to walk through one of my products, the calculated tax planner. I'm going to do that at the end. I'm going to give you a quick little demo of that. I did this a few months ago, but for some reason it did not record. So you can't go back and watch it. So I'm going to do it again for you guys as well. But the first step in tracking your income and expenses is understanding why it's so important. Okay. And if you've been around here long enough, you know what I tell you. Knowing your numbers means that you know the story of your business. Your numbers, meaning your income, your expenses, all different things in your business, really tell the story of your business. They tell, are you making money? Are you not making money? Where are you spending? Where's the return on that spending? It all comes from the numbers that are inside of your bank account. Right? And I'm going to put a little caveat here and say, I hope that you already have a separate bank account for your business. And if you don't, go today, go tomorrow, and open yourself a business checking account because you really need to be separating those personal and those business expenses. Super, super, super important. Okay. So it's important to know your story so that you can make edits to it. You don't want to wait till the end of the year to read the story of your business and realize you're broke or you're going broke, right? You want to make changes before that happens, right? So the first thing is tracking that. And when you're tracking your income and your expenses, I want you to use some type of software, whether it be QuickBooks Online, which I really like, or you're using some type of spreadsheet, such as my calculated tax planner. But every month you're going to go in, you're going to use this software to categorize your income and your expenses into different little areas. And I'm going to go over some of those common expense categories in a little bit because I know that that's something that's confusing for a lot of people. Okay, so use some type of software to categorize your income and your expenses, and I want you to do that every single month. All right, I'm going to talk about some habits that I want you to be in a couple of weeks, so make sure you stay tuned for that. All right, number 2, I want you to digitize your receipts. So often this doesn't happen, right? And I've been in this industry for well over, 25 years. And I have been through so much with receipt management, right? So in the beginning, way back, I was working with my mother. My mother was an accountant as well. And we would have clients who would bring in for their taxes every year. So they weren't proactive at all in their bookkeeping, right? They would just come in at tax time. It would usually be like April 15th, total procrastinators. And they would bring in either shoe boxes, just crammed with receipts, or, I mean, we've even had like black trash bags, just crammed with receipts, right? It might have invoices in there, receipts in there. Nothing was in order. And we would go through and make piles, different categories, check in dates, all that stuff. Guys, long gone are the shoe boxes, long gone are the days of the black trash bags, okay? It is super, super simple for you to digitize receipts now. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Super simple, okay? So let's pretend that we're at Office Max right now and we just bought something for our business, okay? You have 2 options at Office Max. One, they can email you the receipt. That's what I do. Or they can print you the receipt, okay? And so if they print you the receipt when you get out to your car, before you even turn the car on, I want you to take out your phone and I want you to go to can't even talk today. Go to the camera and I want you to take a picture of that receipt. Okay, the full receipt where it has the date, everything you purchased, the whole 9, right? And then I want you to open up your Google Drive. Most of us use Google now. And I want you to open up your Google Drive, navigate to a folder called 2022 Receipts. And I want you to put that picture in that Google Drive. You're done. You have digitized that receipt. Now you can throw it away. Okay. Now, if you had that receipt emailed to you, then when you're going through your emails, and I hope you're doing that daily or weekly, then you're going to go into that email and you're going to move it into a folder within your Google or whatever email system that you're using called 2022 Receipts. All your receipts are there at the end of the year. So if you have to go back here at the end of the month and you see an Office Max charge on your bank statement and you're like, what did I buy at Office Max, right? It was $500. That could be random things, right? So what did I buy? How do I categorize it? Well, I got to know what I bought so I can always go back to that digitized receipt and there it is. Okay. So very important, do that. Now I'll also tell you if you're purchasing items that are $75 or more, you are required to keep those receipts per IRS regulations, and digitized receipts are part of that. So you can use digitized receipts for that audit. So make sure you're keeping those. All right, I'm going to move on to the next thing, and that is I want you to review your expenses regularly. So you're tracking them, and that's great. You're keeping up with your receipts, and that's great. But more importantly, you need to review them. Okay, I want you to review them, see where you're spending. Are you spending too much in certain areas? Do you have subscriptions that you totally forgot about that you're not using anymore? I've been in that bandwagon before. I've told you that many, many times. I had Kajabi that I was paying for every month, and Kajabi is expensive because I was going to use it, right? Oh, I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it. Never used it. So bye-bye went Kajabi. And I want you to do the same within your business finances. All right. So any questions, pop those in the comments. I'm going to check to make sure I don't have any comments here. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to jump in really quick then, and I'm going to give you a shortened version of the Calculated Tax Planner demo. This is the option that I have available for you guys who are not quite ready for QuickBooks Online, because there is a learning curve there. If you're not going to take the time to learn it, don't purchase it. Or maybe you're not ready to outsource your bookkeeping yet. Okay, so this is a spreadsheet, super simple for you to use. So I'm going to pop in there really quick, and I will put the download link here as well, or you can always go to my website, calculatedprofits.com, and you can download it from there. All right, so once you download, I actually need to share my screen so you can see this. So give me 1 second. Share screen. I'm going to try to do this here. Let's see. Okay, perfect. Now, let's make sure that my mic is working. Okay, my mic is working, so we should be good to go. All right, so I'm going to click here. This is the Calculated Tax Planner. So when you go into the Calculated Tax Planner, when you download this, this is what you're going to see there to begin with. All right. And you're going to, in the very beginning, this is a welcome. You're going to click start here. And I have step by step, there's only 8 steps to this. I also have a tutorial video that you can click here if you are one who would just like a tutorial. You can see me go step by step. You can use that as well. If not, you can use the instructions. So I'm just going to briefly go over a few things with you. Now, within the spreadsheet, I have made it customizable for you now. You can customize the different income types. So maybe you're a website designer and you have different packages, different types of services that you offer. You can actually customize this. And then you can give a description of each. Now you can see that we have loan proceeds and owner's contributions. Those are going to stay there, so don't write over those. All right. And then down we have expenses, and you can see here I've got most of the common expenses already put in for you, and I give you a description of what each one means. Okay. So going back to that Office Max receipt, say I purchased ink for my printer. Then where would that go? Well, I can look through here and I can see, well, there's printer ink right there. So as I'm going through the spreadsheet, I know to categorize that particular expense as office supplies. Okay, different things. So if it's travel, you've got hotel, uniforms, utilities, website design. I also have a Ask Accountant section here. So if there's items that you're just really not sure where to categorize, maybe it just doesn't fit any of these, and I'd rather you not just throw it somewhere, because then it's not going to stand out to you later. Just put it to Ask My Accountant, and then at the end of the year, or maybe if we're doing some one-off coaching with you and we're looking at your spreadsheet, then we would know, okay, I can help you where to put these things, okay? Also, we've got some custom expenses here. So if there's certain things that you want to separate out each month, maybe it is advertising, right? So we know that it would fit under the advertising and marketing. Maybe it's Facebook ads. Maybe I want to separate that out as its own special expense so that I can track that particular expense for me. I know exactly how much I'm spending in Facebook ads, okay? And I give you 10 of those as well. You don't have to use them, but you can customize this for your liking. And then under the other category, if you're spending, you're paying your credit cards, you're paying yourself, maybe paying some loans, or transferring to another account. Maybe you have another business savings or checking account and you're moving money back and forth. That is what that would be. And then we have our yearly total tab. And this is where everything that you do kind of comes together so you can see big picture what's happening in your business. And everything will populate here for you. It will total. And I'm actually going to pop over to the demo that I've already done. I've already done some pre-populating. So like on the Customize tab, as you can see, I've customized all 5 of the optional deposit categories here for my income. So I've already populated those. And then down here where I have the customs, I've actually customized a few. So Amanda and Justin, I pay them casual labor. They're freelancers. And I want to keep track of that. So I know how much I paid them at the end of the year to give them their 1099s. I'm also doing some Facebook ads, and I want to keep track of exactly how much I'm spending there. I've hired a social media manager, and I want to keep up with that. And then I just put some question marks here so you can see how that flows. Okay. So as you can see on my yearly total tab, everything that I've customized automatically comes over here. So you don't have to do the extra. You throw it in the customize here, and then everything else is fixed throughout the spreadsheet. Now we're popping into January. The way you're going to work this is you're going to gather your bank statement for the month, and you will enter the beginning bank balance and the ending bank balance of your bank statement. Okay. Notice anything that is colored here. So all of this down here is colored, and none of that you need to mess with because that's where the magic is really happening within the spreadsheet. So I have pre-populated everything that was on the bank statement so that everything's categorized. And as I did that, you can see I would put the date, the name of or description of the transaction, and then I would click here. So this now gives me all of my categories that were on the Customize tab. In the top here, we have our deposit. So this is money that's going into the account. I can select that. If it's money coming out of the account, then I can select here, and then I would put the amount. At the end of the month, if everything is put in correctly into the spreadsheet, your balance should equal 0. And that's how you know that everything is entered right. Okay. So for the month of January, for this particular demo, we can see that I had income of $11,050. I had expenses of $2,950. So this person made a profit of $8,100. Okay. I've also done one for February, and you can see how it has a negative sign here. That means they lost money in February. So if we click the yearly totals tab, you'll see how all of the income has moved over. You'll see how all of the expenses are tallied and totaled. You can see the net profit or loss line. So if I made money, it will be a positive number. If I've lost money that month, it will be a negative number. Now, a few other things that I want you to look at are items that are not expenses, so they're not write-offs to your business, but they do affect your cash flow, such as credit card payments, payments to yourself, loan payments, and money that you transfer to another bank account. That will make your balance in your account lower. So that affects your cash position. And you can see here, I've given you your cash position for the month. So even if you make a profit like this person did in March, they still had a negative cash position because of some expenses that they paid out here or withdrawals. I also have a section for your tax savings. I'm all about saving for Uncle Sam, and I recommend 30%. You can go in and change this number if you would like, if you don't have a state tax or you know the percentage that you should have. So you can change this number and it will automatically change the numbers throughout the spreadsheet. But for this demo, it's 30%. And as you can see, it will show you exactly how much needs to be saved per month. And then down here at the bottom, you also have your estimated payment dates and how much you're supposed to pay based on the numbers that you've provided. Okay, so for the April 15th, I need to pay $2,760 based on the information that was included. All right, so I'm going to stop my share. All right, yay. Okay, so I hope that that demonstration helped. If you have questions, pop them in the comments, of course, and I'll be glad to help you with that. And if you are interested in downloading the calculated tax planner, you can send me a DM, but I'll also put the link below in the comments after the live is over. and you can reach out, you can purchase through the link and go ahead and get started. So it is a one-time fee, less than the cost of 1 month of QuickBooks, and you can download it over and over and over again. So it's not a subscription, it's not monthly. You can use it for 2022. If you haven't done your books yet for 2021, go ahead and download it and catch it up, right? And then go ahead and start fresh for 2022 as well. Highly recommend. If you have any questions as you're going through, reach out. If you want to schedule an appointment to really look at your numbers after you're in here, be glad to do that with you as well. Go over your planner and see if we need to tweak anything. Everything looks good, and how to read those numbers, because reviewing your expenses is important, but you need to know how to read those numbers. So reach out if you have any questions. And I will see you guys here next Thursday as well. Next Thursday at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And next week, we're going to talk about why your business stays broke. Okay, some things that you're doing within your business to keep it broke. So join me next week as we talk about that. And again, thank you so much for joining, and I hope to see you next week. Bye, guys.